What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a full Pokemon anime egg team. This one is for Patreon. If you like your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link. Leaf Surfer, this one is for you. Now, people, basically with this team, right, it was Pokemon that were hatched in the anime, and this was actually Little Cup tier. So we got a triple battle special tonight, and we all got Little Cups. It's going to be pretty interesting and something fresh. Now, thank you to all the people that rocked up to the Twitch stream last night. We gave away about 40 to 50 Zera codes on top of the ones I already gave away last night. Thank you to all the people that did become patrons as well. I'll be getting in contact with you very soon. I've sent a bulk message out already. This one's at all my patrons too. That Zera will be, this month's kind of giveaway thing. So I'll be getting in contact with you over the month. And I got a couple of Discords and stuff to add like that. But if anyone does want their guaranteed giveaway Pokemon, you can become a patron for as little as $5 monthly. That one is in the description of the video too. And yeah, we got Zera as this month's giveaway. Okay, people, let's get into one. We got a battle on my chat. This was against Eckhard. My Vulpix got shredded by Rock Tomb. It got Rock Tombed, but I'll go more on that set into the next battle because it really didn't even get to do much. It got one-shotter. So we're going to be using Noibat here. This set was absolutely woeful. We got a physical set. We got max attack and max speed, and we got the rest in health. When I say max attack and max speed, I just mean max EVs for Little Cup, because you don't go, in Little Cup, you're running level 5 Pokemon, right? And you don't actually go 252 in each EV to max it out. It's actually a lot less because of the level cap, right? Of 5. Alright, so I'm going to one-shot that Geodude, which Alolan Geodude, which is good. Now, there's not really much I can do. I'm just going to go for the Outrage on the Bundle Buy. Almost taking out. That's going to be a Super Fang Bundle Buy. We got on this set Outrage, Aerial Ace, Super Fang, and Acrobatics. I think I'll put Acrobatics on there just for a meme. This set was really, really terrible. The physical side absolutely sucks. Okay, so we got the Bundle Buy going for a quick attack, and that is my Noibat going down rather quickly there. So now we're going to go into my Eevee. Eevee was probably one of the better Pokemon on my team. I'm going to go for quick attack myself, and I'm going to take out the Bundle Buy there. Now, these battles are always really fast. Little Cup battles just seem to always go by really, really quickly. That's why I put 3 in today's video. Okay, so we got the Wooper coming out. I'm actually a Choice Scarf set. I don't really want to go for a Choice Scarf quick attack against a Wooper because I know it's really not going to do too much. Into the Scraggy now. We got the Intimidate up on it. This Scraggy set was absolutely terrible too, but it was fun to use. We got Counter on Wooper. I'm like, okay, it's good. I didn't go for the quick attack then. Now I'm going to go for the Grass Knot. Yes, it gets Grass Knot. This is a Choice Specs Scraggy. We got Dank Pulse, Focus Miss, Incinerate. Incinerate actually is low-key not bad because it can, can burn up some berries. And we got Grass Knot. We got the ability to Intimidate and item as Choice Specs. Max health, max special attack, and I bumped the last little bit into speed. Alright, so we got all our pummeling from the Wooper. Now this is a Zeke, obviously this is Fighting Zeke. I really, it's not going to do like a lot of damage to me, like it's not going to one-shot me, but since I'm weak to it and I'm running more of a sweeping set, it still does alright damage to me as well. Okay, so that was super effective. I could go for another Grass Knot or I can swap here. I decided to go for the swap because I thought this swap into another Pokemon would be kind of obvious. I'm going to go into my Togepi. Now, on the couple of these Pokemon, I had different items and sets. I kind of mixed and matched them from the first time I used them to like the second time I did battles. So definitely knowing the Phantom would come in there, that's why I swapped. We got the Leech Seed missing on the Togepi, which was rather nice. Going for the Ancient Power there, and I'm going to get an Ancient Power boost. Now, this set was a little bit different to the sets later on in this one. So let's go with what the Togepi was. This was a bulky Togepi set. We got on this one as follows. We got Wish, Ancient Power, Stored Power, so if I get that Scumbag boost like I just did, I can go for Stored Power. I've also got Dazzling Gleam on this one as well. And we got the item as Everlight. So, max health, max special attack, and the last little bit in special defense there, making me a little bit bulky. Okay, so they've got the Leech Seed up. Now, with this opposing Pokemon, it does have Harvest as well. So, if you're new to this kind of battling, if it's level 5, normally in like level 50 and stuff, you use stuff like Citrus Berry, Wiki Berry. Those berries don't really work very well in Little Cup due to the amount of health Pokemon I got. So fixed ones like Orange Berry actually really, really good. You also got the Broken Berry Juice as well, which is just absolutely scumbag. But yeah, those things definitely work. And stuff like Leftovers doesn't work either due to like the levels and the amount of health Pokemon have as well. So you definitely get to see some different items being used. Okay, so we got the Scumbag Orange Berry on the vet. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is get enough Ancient Power boost up. I really need one more, then I can go for a very powerful Stored Power to take it out. but that is not happening right now. Now, I do have the Stab Dazzling Gleam, which probably does maybe a wee bit more around the same. So I just need to get this thing on a low amount of health. I'm thinking I could have gone for a Wish before, but there's really no point. I want to put this in a range where I can take it out maybe with another Pokemon, because I can see it's going to be able to outstorm me fairly easy. So it's going to get another Oranberry back. I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam and see how much damage I can actually do to that. Oh, the question for today is, what was the first Pokemon you ever hatched? Like a Pokemon you bred, right? What was the first one you ever hatched? Let me know in the comment section of the video. If you enjoy these videos, people, if you enjoy Little Cup battles or just the theme teams in general, please give that like button some love. And let's see if we can shoot for 1,000 likes. Your support has been amazing so far. Okay, so it's got more Leech Seed recovery. My Togepi, there's not much I can really do. It is on its last legs. I can go for another Dazzling Gleam and just try and take it out there. Now, on this was a little bit more of a meme set in some of my other battles after this one. I don't think I even ran Dazzling Gleam. I think I just tried to go for Ancient Power and Store Power. But on this one, I was carrying the Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so I'm going to go down. The Phantom is nearly down. I'm going to go to my Scraggy. Now, I've got Dark Pulse on this one. I can go for that and definitely take it out. I don't think any of the other Pokemon are really going to want to swap into a Choice Specs Dark Pulse. Not that it's very strong. Like on Scraggy, it's absolutely terrible. But, Choice Specs Dark Pulse would dent any of the Pokemon they've got left. Okay, so the Phantom is down. And we've got 3 Pokemon rain. We're going to have the Pidgey here. Now, Pidgey is going to be able to absolutely destroy me. I cannot swap any Pokemon into a Brave Bird. No way coming from the Pidgey. So this is going to be super effective and take out my Scraggy. Unfortunately, I had to take the hit here. And that one is down. Now, my EV is a pretty... I guess my EV is probably probably the best set I've got on my team. Even then, it's not that great. It can be walled too. That's basically it. There's the Togepi and Eevee were my best sets. However, we got the big bad bustling Happiny here. So Happiny is absolutely woeful Pokemon in Little Cup. But we've got a fun set in this one. We got Counter. So go for the Counter on the Pidgey, and that's going to counter it rather badly. And that's going to take it out. So with the Happiny, right, we've got Max Health, Max Special Defense, and I busted the last bit into defense. We've got Rest, Counter, Sweet Kiss, and Thunder Wave. We've got Natural Cure, which works very nicely at Rest. And we got the Focus Sash as well. Okay, so now we've got the Trapinch coming in here, going for the Bide. Now, Bide's a pretty scary move there. I'm going to actually confuse the Trapinch with the Sweet Kiss. So I'm thinking, well, I can go for the Rest here, right? Get all my health back, and then, right, I can go for the Swap and still have my Focus Sash intact, right? And I might be able to use Counter on this Trapinch if it's got something like Earthquake, because Trapinch, Trapinch is a pretty badass Pokemon in Little Cup 2. Now, we got the Happiny at full health. I can swap out here, or I can just stay in. And then I was like, okay, it's got Arena Trap. I can't swap at all, so I'm going to have to stay in, right? So it could have Hyper Cutter too. That's another decent ability, but usually it's got Arena Trap. So it's going to hit me with a superpower. I was like, all I got to do, right, is wake up first turn here and absolutely destroy it. But I didn't actually wake up, and Trapinch is going to be sleeping still. Man, that would have been so clutch if I could get 2 counters off in one game, like on the Pidgey and then on the Trapinch. That would have been amazing. Anyway, so we got the Bulldoze on the Trapinch, and that's going to take my Happiny down. But that's all good. I've got one more Pokemon remaining. As you guys know, I've got that EV left. Let's go over what the EV set was. It's pretty barren, right? We got Retaliate, Quick Attack, Facade, and Bite. I guess we got that adaptability Retaliate, which is nice. If someone decides to go for a, drop a Toxic or a Burn on you, you got Facade, Quick Attack for priority, and we got Bite for Ghost type Pokemon. Okay, so Trapinch is definitely going to go down to that. It didn't matter if there was a crit or not. Weeper is the last Pokemon, going for the best move I've got, which is Retaliate, and plus some Choice Scarf, and that is just enough to take it out. I think a counter would have been on its way, and that would have taken me out. Hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. Let's get on to the second one. This is the battle. This one was actually done on my Twitch stream. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitch, make sure you do. I may even try and do a stream tonight if I didn't mention that one before. Yesterday, we were doing a Shiny Deoxys Hunt stream. We've been doing that for a couple of, almost 2 months now, and I may even give some more Zero codes away. So make sure you stay tuned for this one. Now, a couple of my Pokemon sets and EVs did change a little bit because I adjusted them after I battled with Stream on this team. Okay, so we got a Pichu lead here. Now, this is my physical Noibat, as you guys have seen before. Really, this set is utter trash, but since Pichu has such low kind of defense, it's like, okay, with a Z move, this should be able to take it out in one shot if it doesn't have a Focus Sash. I may as well take one Pokemon out so this set can actually be some help. So the Pichu is going to go down. Pichu probably isn't the strongest Pokemon in the world in Little Cup either. It gets nasty Plotters access, but it's really, its stats aren't the greatest. So there's not really much I can do to a Larvitar. I'm just going to go for Sufang. Green Larvitar looks pretty cool, actually. You guys caught your Larvitar Pokemon Go. So we got a special Larvitar. Go for the Ancient Power, and that is going to take me out in one shot. I'm not sure that crit even mattered. Noibat's just garbage in Little Cup anyway. So it's got some Life Orb as well. And now we're going to go into the Vulpix. Now, Vulpix, I didn't actually get to mention the first battle. This is a physical set, which really isn't that great. Its move pool is rather limited too. Iron Tail hits the Larvitar, thank goodness, and that is going to go down. If I missed it, I probably would have got destroyed. So we got Max Attack and Max Speed, and we popped the last little bit into health. Flare Blitz, Iron Tail, Zen Headbutt, and Quick Attack. We got the ability as Flash Fire, and item is Oran Berry. So go for the Zen Headbutt on the Lickitung. Now, Lickitung is an amazing Little Cup Pokemon. So bulky, and with access, some really good moves as well. Alright, so go for Zen Headbutt. Pretty much, there's nothing I can really do against this thing. It's so bulky. I was like, what Pokemon is going to be able to even take this out? We got a counter on it. I was thinking, okay, I could swap out here, or I could just go for the Flare Blitz and finish myself off, and then swap in another Pokemon to try and take it out. I did have that Scraggy with Focus Mist. That's going to be my best option. So doing some nice damage. I'm going to get some Oran Berry action left on my Flare Blitz. That's why I got the Oran Berry, just for some Flare Blitz recovery. Now we got the Lickitung go for the Body Slam there. Body Slam is some nice stab. That does some pretty good damage to me, and it also has a chance of paralyzing some of my Vulpix. Okay, so going for another Flare Blitz. I still outspeed the Lickitung, because basically even if I got outspeed, well, even if it would have had to have max speed to outspeed my Vulpix. Since the Thunder Wave nerf. So we got the Lickitung go for another paralyzing Body Slam on my Vulpix, and that is my Vulpix down. Man, I've got to get rid of this Lickitung. So I thought I could go into my Focus Missing Scraggy, but if that misses, I'm going to be toast right. So go for the Retaliate, and that is enough to take out the Lickitung. Thank goodness, that Pokemon is so bulky. I need a drink, people. I need a drink. I'm feeling a little bit licky. Okay, so we got my replenishment of water, and in comes the Drowsy. Now I'm going to swap in my EV. I'm locked into Retaliate. I know that's not going to be enough to actually take out the Drowsy either. So I'm going to bring in my Togepi set. Now this Togepi set I did mention earlier on. Now this time it actually didn't have Dazzling Gleam, so I didn't have as much coverage as I would have liked. I'm going to get hit by the Drain Punch. Not going to do really too much to Togepi. I'm going to resist that rather nicely. So we got the Oddish coming in. Now I'm going to go for Ancient Power on the swap. I want to actually get that boost so I could go for the Stored Power. And guess what, guys? I got a critical hit, and I got an Ancient Power boost. That was so lucky there. Amazing luck. So getting a boost in all my stats. This also wasn't running Everlight either, so it wasn't actually as bulky as the other one there. So go for the Stored Power, and Oddish basically gets 1 million damage just thrown at it. And that one is going to go down in one shot. This is a battle against C-Styles on my stream too. I'm not sure if I said that. I might have said that already. I'm actually super tired of them. So Pichu kind of walls me there with its typing. As I said, I don't have Dazzling Gleam on this one. This was a little bit of a different set. So I had to swap out there. I thought an Iron Tail or something like that, or Poison Fang may be coming my way. It's going to go for an Incinerator. Like, oh, it's a special set. God damn it. So now we got the Quick Attack on the EV there. It doesn't do as much damage as I hope. And we got the Pichu going for a Dank Pulse there. Almost taking out my EV. So I'm going to go for another Quick Attack. I mean, it's in range to actually take out with any of my other Pokemon. And it's going to take me out with another Dark Pulse. Down goes the EV. I mean, I could have gone for... I probably should have gone for Retaliate or Facade there. That's kind of how it is. And now I'm going to go into my Scraggy. I did this battle really tired as well. This is on my battle stream. Not sure if you guys were there last time, but boy, I was absolutely destroyed during this stream. So since it fired off and incinerated me earlier, I thought it'd be appropriate to fire another Incinerate back at the Poochyena. Poochyena, you never ever see it. It's a very, very underrated Pokemon in Little Cup. Just like trash stats. So the last Pokemon is the Big Bad Drowsy. I'm going to go for the Incinerate in case it does have a berry. It doesn't, and now it's going to go for the Wish. So it's like, okay, I am not going to be able to do any damage to Drowsy at all with the Incinerate choice specs, so I've got to swap out. So swapping out there and going into my Happiny. Now, at this point in the game, I didn't have Focus Sash on the Happiny, and then it's going to go for a Belly Drum. That's going to give it a +6 in attack. So I'm like, oh, crap. My Happiny is going to get, it's going to get destroyed. On this set was the Everlight set instead, but even with the Everlight, there's no way Happiny is going to be able to live a physical attack for my +6 Drowsy. Drowsy doesn't have the greatest attack stat in the world, but, +6 grants a very, very high stat after that boost. And the Happity is going to go down in one shot, plus it's going to get all of its health back. So I'm in a pretty bad position at the moment. I don't have Dazzling Gleam. I've only got Ancient Power and Stored Power. So my options are very, very limited. So Drowsy is going to go for the Drain Punch there. I do resist that one, which is nice. Drowsy doesn't have a very good attack stat as well. Plus my Fairy resist. Going for the Ancient Power, hoping I can get like an Ancient Power boost. Oh my goodness, it does nothing, but I get a boost. I'm like, okay, this is not bad. It's not bad. We might be able to work with this run, right? So now we've got the Drowsy. It does have Drain Punch. I'm going to go for the Wish right here. So I need to get this Wish up. Then I might be able to, keep going for some more Ancient Powers, get some more Scumbag boosts against this thing. Now we've got the Body Slam coming for Drowsy, and it's going to paralyze me. Man, I got paralyzed by Body Slam all the time during this battle. So now we've got the Drowsy outspeeding me and go for the Drain Punch, Disrespect, and that's going to take me out. Man, your Togepi nearly came in clutch there. So my last Pokemon, guys, is the Choice Spec Scraggy with Dank Pulse, right? But it wasn't going to be enough to actually take out the Drowsy. We all know that Drain Punch was actually going to take it out. And it still had a +5 after that Intimidate too. Alright, so go for the Dank Pulse against the Drowsy. Drowsy was a sweeping set, but since its special attack was so trash, it didn't take it out. But I got a flinch right at the end there, and that, my friends, is game. That flinch definitely saved me there from the Drowsy, sweeping the rest of my team with Drain Punch and Body Slam. Thanks for the battle, man. Let's get on to the third and final battle. This is the battle on my Discord. This is against Molan. Now, out of all the battles I had, these three were probably the best ones I had. I did have a couple of others, so I don't know. I think I just had too many okay battles with this team, so it was hard to pick them all. But I did add a couple in the in the bloopers and bonus battle too. Okay, so we have a Froakie lead here. It's going to go for the Toxic Spikes, to my dismay. Now I went for a Focus Miss. Unfortunately, that one is going to be not very effective because the protein turns it from the water type into the poison type, right? So at least Focus Miss actually hit, guys. It's not very effective, and it still does over half health. So that's not too bad, right? Obviously, if it wasn't very effective. If it was neutral, right, that would have one-shot it. Okay, so now we got the Skull coming from the Froakie. It does lots of damage to me. Focus Miss misses. No. So now we got the Froakie going for another Skull. I was like, please hit this little frog. I live on 2 health, but I get burned. So go for the Focus Miss. Thank goodness it lands on the Froakie, and Froakie is going to go down. Man, if I missed those 2 in a row, that would have been devastating. Okay, so taking some burn damage, people, on the Scraggy, and I lived on 1 health. So merch is available, people, in the description of the video. Froakie, thank you for burning me, and if I wasn't playing Little Cup, people, I would have never lived on 1 health there. Man, Little Cup, it made me plug my own merch. Thank you to the person that bought the Salt Mug and jumper the other day. You are awesome. If you are interested in the merch, people, link is in the description. Alright, so we have a Sandile coming and go for the Me First, boosting its speed, stealing my Focus Miss, and going for a fighting type move. Man, this is pure overkill. Your boy's on 1 health. I think a splash would have taken me out. Alright, so I get turned into a smoking crater there, and my Scraggy is going to go down. Man, that was overkill to the max. Z-Me First is a really, really cool move too. Alright, so this freaking thing is going to get a Moxie. I have to take this out now. So going into EV with the Choice Specs. Now, I am going to get poisoned, so I was like, let's not go for Retaliate. Let's go for the Facade. Now they're going to go for the Beat Up, a really interesting set on this one. Good to see Beat Up being used, making use of all the Pokemon. It hits me there only 5 times now. If there was another Pokemon left, it would have hit me 6 times, which would have actually been enough to take me out, I dare say. And the Facade is going to take out the Sandile, thank goodness. Oh man, that was scary. We don't want to get swept. So now we got a third Pokemon, the Helipatal. I mean, I can never say this name right. Helicopter. It's going to use Pound. It's a physical Pound. It's going to take me out with a Disrespect. That was very disrespectful, you guys. It's boosting attack Pound. That's stab Pound, people. You have to remember that, people. Use Pound. Okay, use Pound. I use it all the time. Anyway, so we got the Pound coming from the Hepatal Helicopter thingy. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz, and that is going to be way too much for that to live, and that's going to go down in 1 shot. So I do have the Oran Berry on my Vulpix there. It's going to go on 8 health, and the Oran Berry is going to kick in, which is nice. So pretty good battle at the moment. We've seen a Pokemon with Pound. I was very happy with the creativity of that amazing set. Now we got quite a threatening Pokemon coming out here, which is the I nearly called that Sandile for a second there. So obviously it's gonna go. Oh, I was like, it's gonna go for a poison type move against me. However, it's gonna go for Protect the first turn. So like, okay, interesting that's got Protect. Maybe it's got like a Black Sludge or something, or maybe it's just using that scope out moves. I'm not too sure. Just interesting moves to run on that Pokemon. So now we got the Sludge Wave coming from the Slanted, and that's gonna take out my Vulpix. No, it's not. I'm gonna plug my own merch again, baby. The merch is available. Anyway, so we got the Zen Headbutt, missing the KO on the Slanted. Man, it's coming from a Vulpix, so it's like really, really bad. But I was happy with that damage, right? Got to plug the old merch again. Anyway, so we got 3 Pokemon remaining. We got the Noibat coming in. If you guys can't tell, I'm like tired as hell right now. So Noibat, I actually went for the Aerial Ace here, and we got the Toxic on the Noibat. Obviously, they figured they won't be able to take me out in one shot, so they may as well, land a Toxic on my Noibat. Now, believe it or not, this Noibat actually came in very, very useful. Now, I was looking at what Pokemon were remaining on the rest of the team, right? So I was thinking, I'm actually going to need this Pokemon, right? I'm actually going to need the physical Noibat set, but more on that a little bit later. So now we got the Beware coming in. Now, this was a nice bait, right? This was a very nice bait for Noibat to go for an Aerial Ace. It would have done some okay damage, and it would have gone down. But I thought, nah, I've got to swap that out. I'm going to leave that one for a little bit later. So now we're going to go into Togepi. We got the Beware going for the Iron Head. Not sure if they predicted that. I guess it really didn't matter what Pokemon I swapped in. I was going to get hit really, really hard with that one, so I didn't really mind. Togepi is going to go down to another Iron Head. And, man, I don't have much to swap into this one. But, people, in this battle, right, I was running the Focus Sash counter Happiny. I was like, this is perfect, people. I can go for the counter. Anyway, so we got the Poison up on the field, people. And now the Beware can go for a... I was calling it Beware, I mean Stuffle. I stuffed it up, people. Anyway, so it's got to go for the Brick Break. Critting me. Crit mattered. I'm going to leave on 1 health, people. And I'll go for the counter. Merch available. And we're going to go and take that out in one shot. Man, Happiny coming in like clutch here. Happiny is such a bad Pokemon in Little Cup. It was very, very fun to use as well. I got lots of KOs with the counter set. And we almost got 2 counter kills in the first battle. Alright, so the last Pokemon. Now, you guys remember your boy was talking about how he needed to keep back a Pokemon for Snivy. Contrary, Snivy is very, very dangerous. So I thought, let's keep this in right. I resist that, that Leaf Storm really, really well. Alright, so going to go for the Leaf Storm. It's going to need at least like another couple of them to actually do some solid damage to me. I've saved my Z move the whole battle. My Z Outrage, even coming off my scummy base attack, it's going to be enough to take out the Snivy in one shot. And that, my friends, is all the 3 battles. I hope you enjoyed this. We haven't done Little Cup battle for quite a while. It was a nice little refresher there to do that one. That's about it, people. Now, I should be streaming on Twitch tonight, doing some shiny hunting, some chill, maybe drop some more Zero Code. So if you'd like to come to that one, should be about an hour after I upload this one. All right, people, peace. Unless I sleep into my 23 alarms. RIP.